Just the Luka the dice. Hey there, Wargamers, and welcome to another episode of Just the Luka the Dice, Age of Sigmar edition. Playing some Age of Sigmar today. Today, my guest, Alex, from Farmington Hills, Michigan. But, as you'll hear throughout this game, thick English accent. Well, not thick, but a thick English accent.
I don't know, YouTube, what do you think?
It's quite English, but so originally from England, moved to Michigan, but lives in a place called Farmington Hills, which sounds very English in nature. I could be wrong. Obviously, I am wrong, but there could be a place in England called Farmington Hills. I'm thinking of, what is it called? Well, I don't know. There's so many shows off the top of my head that are just, regardless, I ramble. I digress. We are playing Age of Sigmar today, 2,000 points, something kind of normal, but out of the ordinary, something special. Alex's army. Now, what is it called?
It's called Order Draconis in the Order Battle Tome. It is, for everyone who's been here since Warhammer Fantasy, it is High Elves of Calador.
Yes.
We're going to be bringing dragons, we're going to be bringing dragon princes, and all of their friends.
It's very elite, very fast, very hard-hitting list. This is something that I remember Steve playing when Age of Sigmar had first come out. When the Grand Allegiance books, which we'll be seeing here, he's actually using the Grand Allegiance Order book for his army because they don't have Allegiance abilities on their own, but they do have their own battalions and stuff like that. I'm playing Nighthaunt, kind of bringing the Nighthaunt back out, mostly because I finally amassed the entire Nighthaunt collection here at MiniWarGaming. It's being painted currently right now, and I'll be able to run everything. I can finally run everything with Nighthaunt, but just not today. Today is some of the more similar stuff, but in the future for Nighthaunt, there'll be more of a fleshed out line, and that I can promise you. We're going to be doing one of the 12 scenarios out of the General's Handbook, and if you want to come by and play Age of Sigmar like Alex has, go to miniwargaming.com/challenge, and Josh will set that up for you. Let's go take a look at the armies and figure out this game. Here is the Nighthaunt force for today. This is 1,980 points, and apparently that gives me a triumph because Alex is at 1,990. I didn't buy any triumphs, or not triumphs, command points in this list. It is pretty close to 2,000 points as is. Now this list, the whole philosophy behind it is very defensive play, not very aggressive, and winning through attrition, which is my preferred playstyle in a lot of cases, which I found out stems all the way back to myself as a young wargamer playing Necrons way back in the day when they had the phase out rule. It was so ingrained in my mind that I didn't want to lose models. If I lost models, I would then lose my entire army, because the rule was, I think if you went equal to or under 25%, or it was probably just under 25%, I can't quite remember, your entire army would die or phase out of existence, and I think you'd automatically lose the game, or the game would end there, or the opponent got to play out the rest of the game. But this whole play style that I like to play in a lot of my armies, and you'll see it in a lot of the games I play, or at least in the majority of the armies I play, that comes up a lot. So this list, near 2,000 points, all based around defense and attrition. We have 4 battle line, 2 squads of 6 spirit host, 2 squads of 10 chain rasport, 1 black coach, 2 Morn ghouls, and 2 of every character here, 2 spirit torments, and 2 guardian of souls with nightmare lanterns. Now the general is going to be the spirit torment with the ruler of the spirit host command trait, which allows me to bring back D3 summonable models to a unit at the start of my hero phase. And then this spirit host doesn't get anything fancy. Now between the 2 of these guardians of souls, this one here is going to have soul cage and the relic, the midnight tome, which allows him to cast 1 additional spell. So he'll be a level 2 wizard, which I find quite useful when it comes to throwing out Mystic Shield or even Spectral Lure. And this Guardian of Souls over here is going to have Shade Mist as a spell. So I'm trying to spread out a lot of the power in my characters here. So this guy's my general. This guy here will have the relic, but this guy over here is going to have the really good spell. And, make it a little bit harder to dictate. Well, it's also detrimental because it's like no matter what character you're killing something important. But at least if I lose, as long as I'm not putting like Shade Mist and the relic on this guy, if he dies, I lose a lot, right? So that's my philosophy there. As long as I'm not losing a lot when losing one character, I'm not too upset. And then, as you can see, with the Black Coach, he also restores models to units. So the idea is to make very durable Spirit Host units. And that's just the idea of the list. It's very basic. I've done stuff like this before. And hopefully it works out. It all depends on the scenario we get, of course. Now we can take a look at Order Draconis from Alex. This is a very classic list here. If you played or watched the Age of Sigmar content when it was coming out for about 4 years ago, yeah, about 4 years ago, and then these big Order or these allegiance ability books came out. They came out with battalions in them. It gave a lot of these splintered factions rules to play in these battalions, and this was always a ringer. This hits like a truck, and it hits you right away. So Alex, why don't you let the people know what you got?
So today, the core of my list are 2 of these right here. These are the Dragonlord host. I think they're called Dragon Host or some variety of that. In short, it's the Dragonlord and 2 units of knights. Minimum cost 760 points or so, really easy to slide in. I got 2 of them. I've got the Noble with a Phoenix banner acting as support, ignore the bow. I've got an Archmage from Eldritch Council as my first ally on a horse. He's going to be running up in amongst the crew to keep them all protected with a shield. My other Archmage is on foot. He's just there to sit in the backfield and try to hold an objective and try not to die.
Yeah,
believe me, that second part doesn't normally work out for him.
It's the sole survivor of your backline, right? So the whole idea of this list, what your battalion does is in your hero phase, it allows you to do a move. And if you then end within 12 inches of something, on a 4-up you can charge, or the Dragonlords can actually shoot instead of charge if they want to. Now, what that means is base 14-inch movement on the Dragonlords, and
12-inch movement on the Knights.
On the Knights. So that means after they move in the hero phase, then they then get to follow the rest of the normal order. And with that, that means they move 28 inches a turn, 24 inches a turn, and the same for over here. And when you throw the cogs in, you crank it right up to 11. And no matter where you go, even if you go to the very back of your deployment zone, they're going to get you no matter what. And in that case, they're winning because they have the field at that point too. So that's not something you want to fall for. You have to just take it. You have to take the charge because they're going to drop, what is that, 5 drops?
Yeah, yes, that is 5 drops.
That's 5 drops. So usually they get to, definitely in this case, you're going to dictate who gets to go first. And well, it's essentially see if you can survive the hit or not. Now,
that's the key balance to it, though. Is sure we may well wreck half your army on that opening turn of the game. We can also fail so hard by the Luka the dice that we do basically nothing, and then we're the ones who are pretty much stranded with endlessly respawning ghosts.
Right, so the idea of this game is go in, hit the key points as hard as you can. If you can take out the Spirit Host right away, then I can't bring him back. Or if you take out the characters, I also then cannot bring the Spirit Host back. So we'll see how well that works out. It could work out very well. It could just be me tabled right away, or you bouncing off me. Very rarely is it that middle ground, I find. I would imagine as well.
It's just like with the Dragonlords. They're either full health, critical health, or dead.
Yeah.
Almost never in between.
There's no happy middle ground with this. Let's go take a look at the table and figure out the scenario. But first, we forgot artifacts. What do you got?
Okay, this guy over here with the lance is my general tonight. He's going to be a legendary fighter from the core rules Order Allegiance abilities. So that's going to give him +1 attack on the lance.
Nice.
Boosting him from 3 attacks to 4. He's also going to get the Magma Forged Blade from Malign Sorcery over here.
Yeah, I don't blame you, because you have no battle tome, so it's like you have to really draw from those kind of sources.
But it really works out because it specifically says on a 6 or more to wound.
Nice.
He does an extra mortal wound. And part of his lance here, it gives him +1 to wound on the turn he charges.
Also 5 or 6 to wound.
I'm hoping to layer up as much unsavable damage as possible because Nighthaunt really don't like Rend. They don't like it so much they ignore it, in fact.
Exactly, yeah. They try to avoid it as much as they can.
Here's my first artifact. My second artifact, just because he's closest, is going to be the Noble. I gave him Ignax's Scales, also from the Realm of Fire, which means that if he suffers a mortal wound, I roll a dice, on a 4-up he ignores it.
Oh, that's really good against the Spirit Host.
It's really saved me against Fire Slayers and other people who throw out mortal wounds in the past.
That would do it.
It's just a 5-wound model, so they
it's true.
So they rarely throw many attacks at him. They just want to quickly clear him off an objective, and then he ignores half of it anyway. And the last one is going to be the Axeman, Lord Champion Silverhelm over here. I gave him the Quicksilver Potion.
Oh, that's the actual Order one. Yeah.
From the Order.
And what does that do? I can't remember.
That's once per game. I can have him drink the potion, and himself and his mount can pile in and attack outside of the regular combat sequence. But it has to be at the beginning of the combat phase.
Okay.
For example, if it's my turn to attack, I can have him drink the potion, and he can get all of his attacks out of the way against a target, and then it's still my turn to pick.
Right, yeah. So you get
piles in and attacks.
You essentially get to fight first with him,
Yep.
and then you get to fight with something else as well.
Yep.
Okay.
It's once per game.
Yep. Here is the battlefield. Now, this, we've determined, is going to be a section of a large combat going on between your Order Draconis, who are currently on a widespread quest, and they've come to this location searching for said quest or said artifact. You need 4 different artifacts, you said, and there's a whole narrative behind it. Why don't you go ahead on the narrative, because I liked it.
It was just something I whacked together in about half an hour. We're touring through 4 different realms to grab 4 different artifacts we need to locate where a chained up god beast is located, so we can get there before some idiot releases those bindings. So we can get there first, tighten up those restraints, and prevent catastrophic destruction of, well, a gibbering, insane god beast from ravaging the mortal realms.
Stopping dark prophecies and all that good stuff. So that is
only Order hero things.
Exactly. That's what this battlefield is. So you've come here searching for an artifact, but some sort of spirit king working in favor of Nagash, or some sort of massive necromancer, has awoken all the bodies that have died here, all the spirits of dead warriors that have fallen here in the past, and that is where we're playing currently. We have a table war mat, one of my favorite table war matches, because I like the colors of it. I like the demeanor of it, I suppose. We have Games Workshop Garden and more stuff on the left here to represent a dilapidated graveyard, and of course the rest of it's all kind of in ruins as well. We have Games Workshop kits for the walls, GameMat.eu for the buildings, and one random arcane ruin in the corner over there. We're going to go ahead and roll up a scenario to see why we're fighting here. We got number 12, that's Relocation Orb. Sorry, you can't really see the die. There it is. It's awful for the roll, but it's more or less for me, so I don't have to roll the 2d6s anymore, but we got a 12. So Relocation Orb, we got the artifact we're fighting for, that you're searching for right here in the middle. Bam! This is the relic that the Order Draconis forces here are, well, here to collect, but I'm just going to be annoying and try and stop you as much as I can. Now, this was pretty basic. At the start of every battle round, this is randomly going to bounce. You roll a d6 on a 4 if it bounces in a certain direction, on a 1 to 3 it bounces in another direction. This has changed since the previous rendition of it, where it used to continuously bounce, now it only bounces once. And you lose control of the objective after it bounces. So normally you always control an objective until your opponent takes it from you. In this case, you lose control of it in addition to the normal controlling rules. If you have a hero with an artifact or a wizard within 3 inches instead of 6, that model is worth 20 models. Just because, well, they're more inclined to control the objective. So it makes a little more sense for the narrative here too, which I'm okay with. And that's pretty much it. We're both going to roll off to pick a side and start deploying. We're rolling off. I got a 4.
I got a 2.
2. So you get to pick. There is going to be...
I get to pick?
Yeah, you get to pick. You get to pick first and deploy first, essentially. So the deployment zones are from that corner.
Didn't I roll lower?
Oh wait, yeah, well you rolled... Sorry, I get to pick, my bad. So from that corner to halfway up there, from this corner to up there. I'm going to pick this corner because I'm lazy and my army's right behind me. And it also makes it a little bit easier for Alex as well.
Oh, I want your corner.
No, this is my corner. Deployment finished. I had to deploy first, but I didn't finish first. Spirit Host. Actually, I like to do kind of like a double redundant build, so I got 2 squads of Spirit Hosts, 2 Morghuls protecting both of them, and then the 2 heroes protecting both of them. Though they usually deploy kind of further apart. In this case, the objective often, especially with the rework of it, ends up back in the middle a lot of the time. And then I have a Black Coach supporting them, and I have my ruler, the Spirit Host General, supporting these ones over here. Now, this Guardian of Souls it was Shade Mist. This one over here has the Midnight Tome and Soul Cage. This Spirit Torment is just a regular guy. He just kind of sits there helping out. And over here we got Order Draconis. We got, what are they called now? Dragon, not Princes.
We got Dragon. I'll probably be calling them as, you know, Dragon Princes of Calador or Dragon Knights. But
That's
officially they're the Dragon Blades.
Oh, they're Dragon Blades now. Okay,
So Blades, then they're promoted to the Drake Master, then to Noble, and then if a dragon's free for him. I don't know what exactly that sort of employment motor pool is like in the mortal realms, but I can only guess.
Yeah,
that's the Dragon Lord.
I'm okay with Dragon Princes. I'm definitely okay with the proper Dragon Prince. And we have the Noble there, we got the Wizard, more Dragon Blades or Princes, whatever you want to call them, Dragon Lord, and more Dragon mounted guys in the corner. Now a good smattering of them all evenly spread out. Obviously in the first hero phase, all of that gets to move and then maybe charge or maybe shoot. And for myself, well, I've already gone over my deployment, Black Coach over here as well. And in the Underworld, I have my 2 squads of 10 chain rafts to pop up, ideally wherever this objective ends up going. And as for the command points, I have 0. And Alex here is going to have 3. And I'm going to roll my triumph now, before I forget about it. And it's going to be 6, which is...
Reroll save rolls?
I believe that's actually cunning. I got to go double check. That lets me use a command ability for free, without actually spending a command point. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. It's cunning. So once per battle, when you go to use a command ability, you can say you're being cunning instead, and it doesn't cost you a command point. So that might be useful here, because I don't have any command points, so I might be able to use one right away. That's pretty much it for the start of this stuff. Well, Alex, you got all the power. I suppose it's going to be you first, though I could be wrong.
Yeah, let's go. I'll go first. Let's see what happens.
It's going to be Order Draconis turn 1. All right. Getting a 4th command point as we enter your hero phase. What's the initial plan?
So the initial plan is for Ambassador Valoran,
I forgot about that one.
skulking at the back here. Lone Archmage is going to try and throw down. I've got the card over this side.
We throwing chromatic cogs down?
Chromatic Cogs is going to be the attempt today. I need a 7.
To get this one off. Do you get any bonus? That's a 4.
Nope.
No bonuses, no rerolls?
Only for unbinding.
Oh, okay.
Over here, this other Archmage is going to try and throw down his Elemental Shield. Shield of Sapphire is what I'm used to calling it. It's an 18-inch bubble around him for all friendly. Doesn't specify faction, all friendly models.
That's cool.
It's that 6 up, feel no pain, and it needs a 6 to cast.
Cool. I might as well try and stop it with my wizard.
Should be within range.
Within 30, yes?
Only just within 30.
Alright, so I need an 8 to stop it. Looking for an 8. Getting an 8.
Getting it.
Alright, so no spells. Now, did you have to be wholly within for that one, or just within 18?
Within. It's.
Woo, that's quite good. And in fact, it's only models within 18 that have wounds allocated to them, so it's like the new death one. But still, it didn't go off for now, so we won't worry about it too much for now. And now we can do your once per game hero phase ability where...
But first, I'm going to spend 2 command points.
Oh, fair.
For both of these Dragonlords to throw out their Lord of Dragons command ability.
Now, what does that do?
That's a 10-inch bubble around them, which, thanks to these lovely big new bases, really stretches it out far.
Yeah.
It's for friendly Order Draconis units. Within 10-inch range, they get to reroll failed hit rolls.
Oh, nice. So just reroll hit rolls across the board. So they're all rerolling hit rolls.
Source of our power.
And then they're all rerolling hit rolls as well. So that puts you down to 2 command points. And let's get moving. And they can't run as part of this, can they?
Not for the...
Not for this
that
hero phase
special-
move? Okay.
Not for the special movement, which makes sense because they immediately have a chance of
Yeah,
charging.
they're leaving right. That makes sense actually, yeah, because they can then charge afterwards. True.
So,
Dragonlord is going to be the first to take the field as he goes up.
as he should be, setting an example for the boys.
He's on the right. Dragon Blades coming up behind, protecting the Dragonlord, or at least trying their best to keep up with him.
More like squabbling to get to the front of the line.
We run ahead and just move the rest of the stuff too, because it wasn't too fancy. It's everything just moving forward. Their moving characteristic. And I forgot to roll for my evocation of death on my Black Coach. I always slightly forget to do it right away. For every 4-up I roll, his power level increases, and I will get just 1 level, which is Nimbus of Death. Nimbus of Power? Yes, Nimbus of Power. That's one where he himself heals D3 wounds every turn and brings D3 models back to a unit nearby.
To do my dice rolling.
So now, before we finish the hero phase, anything that's within 12 inches of my stuff get to charge on a 4-up or shoot if they're a Dragonlord on a 4-up. Now the Dragon Princes, or the Blades, are more than 12 away, but the Dragonlords are within 12.
So let's do Axeman first.
So on a 4-up with the Axeman.
This time.
He can't do it this time, and then this one over here. Hey! So we get to shoot or charge, I assume we're shooting.
Yeah, the sooner I can start laying up mortal wounds on you, the better. And these spirit hosts are the only thing within 12 inches comfortably of his base.
Yeah, I think he's within 12. Yeah, I think he's definitely within 12 if you want to target him as well.
Well, let's see. How many wounds is that? 10? 12?
10 wounds. Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it. I'm going to start laying up your
Spirit host?
Then again, 10 wounds and he's got brackets.
He does bracket, yeah. He actually doesn't get that bracketed though, I find.
Alright, then we'll throw mortal wounds at the Morngul, see what happens.
Alrighty. So how does this work? I actually have no idea.
It's a staggered table sort of thing. I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1 or a 2, it's a single mortal wound.
Oh, gotcha.
On a 3 or a 4, it's d3. On a 5 or a 6, it's guess the answer.
D6?
Yep.
Alright.
Let's see what happens.
So it's going to be D6, but it could be 1.
In fact, I'll roll a different dice for this one.
3. So he suffers 3 mortal wounds.
Yep.
6 is to ignore the damage. We take 1 mortal wound. Down to 9 wounds left on that Morgul. 2 more to bracket him. Now we have the movement phase, everyone. As you can see, why it's a very aggressive list. It's ideally, we want dragons in face, turn 1 right away every time, do as much damage as possible. What do you want to move first, though? I don't know how important it is. It might be important. I could be wrong.
First up is going to be... Here, let me take a look at some.
Because he could run afterwards, so you might want to make room for him. These individual knights are going to move first.
To clear the gangway for the big lads.
So 12 inches up, right towards my spirit hosts. This is going to be 3 inches away from them after their move. Boop, right about there.
Good idea. I've still got 3 more inches to move, so I think I can just sort of
go
shuffle over a bit.
Yeah, make room. Understood. Makes sense.
Perfect.
Dragonlord flyeth over.
Let's see.
Boop, boop. So the Dragonlord ending up over here, and the Dragon Princes over there. And then the second blob, the second battalion, is going to be coming over this way. And now that battalion ability that was used is only once per game, so they've done all that, but they've gotten into a position to hit me real hard, which is not great. And another thing this accomplishes, because you go first right away, and ideally if you guys are durable enough, they can just hold me back here, and it makes it so I can't really get to this objective all that much until I burn through these very elite units that have come towards me. So these all move up there, kind of basic forward more, and then the Dragon Noble comes up, and the Wizard on horse comes up to control the artifact. Now, collectively, that's 40 models. So on that point, so I'd have to kill both of them off to at least take that from you. But luckily, it's only 1 victory point as of right now. So I'll have to worry about the late game for sure, after dealing with this initial assault coming at me.
I forget about them sometimes,
yeah.
But he's going to run because he's out of range of everything at the moment.
Might as well get him somewhere. 6, nice. Was he move 6 base?
That's a good point.
Alright, so he does move 6 base, so he gets to go 12 inches. He's going to go
12, yeah.
Way over this way.
He's running as fast as the horse.
Oh, that's fair. Hey, you know, he's an elf.
Olympic sprinter.
Over and around. Forward they go. And that's for the shooting phase. And onto the shooting phase, we have the 2 dragons. We get to do that exact same shooting attack again.
Well, he's going. Yep. Once again, he's going to try and throw some fire into
Morgul? Yeah, might as well. You already targeted him once.
Because does that aura 6-inch bubble shrink?
No, that's always 6. So the thing that degrades are his number of attacks and movement.
So
for whatever reason, the Morgul is one of the few models that only lose 2 characteristics when they degrade: movement and attacks.
Does that Guardian of Souls have a natural ability to shrug mortal wounds as well, or no?
They just have the Nighthaunt, 6 up to ignore damage.
They're both 5.
Both 5 wounds, correct.
You're
gonna try and snipe the general?
No, I'm gonna try and snipe the Guardian of Souls.
The wizard, Shade Mist?
No, the general.
The general it is, alright, sir.
He's got a nasty weapon profile that I don't want to be on the wrong end of.
He's pretty good at combat, and that ruler of the spirit host, if you get rid of that, that's a key factor. My army just gone.
I mean, I'm on a 1 in 36 chance or something, because I have to get a 5 or a 6,
and then
followed by a 5 or a
6,
6, and then you have to fail all of it. But
exactly.
I've seen it happen, so we're going to have a crack. From the Green Dragon, it's D3 mortal wounds.
And it's going to be 3. Which I ignore on 6s. I take 3, I'm down to 2 wounds left.
Dragon?
Down to 2. Dragon number 2.
This dragon's got a number of targets in front of him. Now, do I want to shoot the coach, who's going to be a roadblock? Quite literal roadblock, looking at these tombstones.
Yep.
Or the more theoretical roadblock.
The weakening up the Morgul.
The ghosty form. I'm going to try and weaken up the Morgul, see what happens.
Same profile, rolling a D. That's D6 mortal wounds. Jeez. 2. It's so random. It's so weird. I ignore it on 6s. I take 2 damage, he's down to 8. 1 more to bracket him. Down to 8. Shooting phase is done. And now we get charging. Now for charging, I know that if he gets extra damage, I think all of them get extra damage on the charge as well,
Anyone with a lance. Anyone that looks like he's got a lance gets extra damage on the charge.
What about the leaders of the units?
Yeah, they also have the same lance.
They have a lance, right? Okay, yeah. So everything with a lance is extra damage on the charge. What does the axe guy get? Just a better overall combat profile if he's not charging?
It's a more reliable combat profile.
Gotcha. Alright, so where do we want to start then?
Yeah, we're going to start with the 2 dragons. I'm closer to this one, so we'll get his roll out the way.
So obviously just needs a 3 to get into basic combat.
Interesting targets if I can get close enough.
A 7.
Is he within 16?
He is within 16, yes.
So I can, and that 16 is for the Phoenix banner here to re-roll any
or
dice.
all the dice. So you can re-roll the 2 if you wanted to.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, so it actually
somehow I knew this was going to happen.
So he goes 6 inches, so he can't quite clear my screen, so he has to kind of crash into the screen. Gonna have to go in sideways because of the head of the dragon. This is a little too far forward. Now, do you want to resolve their charging or do the other dragon?
Yeah, I'm going to do the entire battalion first. So the yellow lances next.
They get to charge. 11 is awesome.
They're the guys who can reroll ones normally for the hornblower at the front here, but yeah, I would have wanted this so that I could have flying boys jump behind and start eating characters, but not today, it looks like.
So they're going to go above and beyond. They're going to go around and make sure they all get into combat. They charge in. Now Green Knight's charging. Yeah, they go.
Sure, I can roll high with the horsemen who are supposed to go 3 inches forward, but for the big dragons I want to teleport behind people, no.
Forward they crash. And another sad thing about, like, you charge me across the board, I don't get any of my cool Nighthaunt allegiance abilities. Well, I don't get the way
that's what I was banking on.
Yeah, I lose my 10 plus charge to attack twice ability. I'm just going to be sitting here grinding down Order Draconis guys. Oh no, they've all charged. Now we have these 3 units charging.
Starting with the really old knights. Well, older.
The older ones, yeah. And 7. You could reroll the 2 if you want to, because you got the Phoenix Banner nearby.
Give me another 1, I dare you.
Or 2. Nice, Phoenix Banner, good job.
And what?
Ending there.
Summon anything over this goal.
Yeah, like that. Well, there's like no point to go for that person back there. And I don't know what, I mean, they are a relic hero. Is they holding a relic? That's a wizard.
Wizard.
20 models. I don't know. Charging these nobles, or not nobles.
You want to see a 6 and a 5?
Huh. A 9! Nice. These are excellent
Just
charges.
2 off.
Excellent charges across the board.
Get all of us.
There you go. Yeah, there's like so much, and then this one's charging too. Now, what do we... To clear my guy, you probably need a pretty high roll. But you're within 16, right?
No, he's outside.
Oh, wow. So hard roll. Now, we'll roll the dice to see what we get then. We're going to get a 7, which probably won't do it.
It'll barely be enough to get him round to here.
Yeah. And there he is. And that is it for charges. We're going to go on to the start of the combat phase. There's a few things you do at the start of the combat phase. You can do yours first if you want. You get to do all-out attack or all-out defense in the combat phase.
I already have...
You're rerolling across the board anyways, well, for these guys. Oh, do they reroll too, I guess? Or is that only...
I had both of them use their command abilities.
That's true, yeah. So yeah, because it's all Order Draconis, so they count themselves.
I have checked, so yeah.
They should all be good. Yeah, everything's definitely going to be within 10. I'm going to do all-out defense on...
your only command point.
I'm going to use Cunning on this one so it doesn't cost me anything. So, using it on these Spirit Hosts here, they get to reroll saving throws of 1.
And that's all I got. I've already used everything up there. I am going to have this man chug his Quicksilver potion.
Oh, just to go pile in a fight right now.
To immediately yeah, there you go.
He's going to pile in. Boop. Hello. And he is going to...
Every weapon profile he has is 2-inch range. I love it.
So, where do you want to split these attacks up, though? So, the only fancy thing I have over here is he can cast 2 spells. He's got the Midnight Tome Relic.
And a 4-up or 5-up save?
4-up. Everything's up across the board, 4-up.
Oh, that makes this easy.
Now, he gets to attack. Now, how do you want to split these?
I'm definitely going to put the 3 jaw attacks into the coach.
Okay.
It's d6 damage each, so if I get some lucky rolls past you, you're going to start feeling the hurt. Hopefully enough to wipe you out before you get to use that Nimbus of Dark Energy. Definitely going to throw all 4 of the axe attacks into the guy here. And you know what? I'm going to do something I probably shouldn't. I'm going to split the 6 claw attacks 50-50.
Into both.
So
Okay.
3 claws into him, 3 claws into him.
So why don't we start with the claws then? Because that's the one that's being split. So what do the claws normally hit on?
Normally on 4s, but you've got a Mongol in range.
So hitting on 5. But you get to reroll 1s, 2s, and 3s because of your command ability. So 5s to hit with the claws into my Guardian. Reroll with 3. Oh, you got 2 hits. Very nice. What's the...
3s to wound.
3s to wound.
Unless you got anything against it.
I got nothing. 2 wounding hits. 2 4-ups. Oh, dang. That's not good.
2 damage apiece.
That's 4 in total. So I'll just roll this. I ignore 1 of them, and I ignore just 1. So I've taken 3 damage in total.
Into hit.
Claws into that black coach.
Same story. 5s to hit.
Reroll the
Rerolling
3.
that.
It's going to be the exact same. It's going to be the exact same.
Well, hang on. I haven't done my wound. 2 wound roll yet.
3's to wound. 2 wounds. 4-up save. Failing both of those as well. So is
Still 2 damage apiece.
That's right. So 6 to ignore. So I ignore 1 of them. Exact same result. So they both take 3.
Yeah, unless you're suddenly turning into a stone horn at any point, it's still going to be because of that halving damage.
Yeah, I don't have damage on him at all, no. So it's 3 and 3, and then we have the axe into the Guardian.
Yep.
And the jaws into that. So which one are we doing first?
Axe. 3s to hit normally.
So 4s rolling 1s and 2s. You don't need it. The perfect roll. What are you wounding on here?
3s.
Oh.
That axes doesn't get any bonus for being on the charge.
Okay. Pretty good roll.
Can't reroll the ones.
Run roll matter. I only have 2 wounds left. Ooh, how much damage is that?
D3 each.
So yeah, he's probably dead then. 2d3 damage.
What's this? 1 and a 2.
Oh. Nope, that's gonna be 3 damage. I have to roll 2 6s. I didn't. He dies. So pretty. That was like pretty
That was
good.
your book, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I can't cast spells with him anymore. So he was 2 spells a turn. I tried to I tried and split up all my stuff, right?
Yeah,
So he got
yeah,
one of
heard.
the keys down.
We heard.
And then we have the Black
3
Coach.
jaws.
Jaw
Normally
attacks.
hitting on 4s down to 5s.
Rerolling 1s and 2s and 3s. 2 hits this time. Wounding on
He's at full health, so it's
2s.
2s.
That's right. Yep. 2 wounding hits, and I will fail to make. You know what? That's fine. If that's what the game's gonna be, that's what the game's gonna be.
D6 damage each.
4. So I ignore. I only have 3 dice on me, so I take 4 damage. So I've taken 7 in total. He's got 5 remaining health. Then you get to pick something else to fight because he's the Quicksilver Potion. I assume we're gonna go with this dragon.
Oh, yes, we are.
So what is the plan of attack here? You can reach my Morngul with his attacks. That I know already because.
2 inches?
Yep, because I deployed the Morngul to be able to attack over the Spirit House, so it's the same bat both ways.
Alrighty, then he's going to pile as far in as he needs to get to the Morngul.
attack.
Because the sooner I can get rid of that, the sooner I can get rid of your bubble.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be, it's going to be all 4, because he's the legendary fighter general.
Yeah.
Going to be all 4 of his lances into the Morngul. See
What
if I
about
can.
the other attacks?
So, after the bait, it's going to be the lance and the jaws into the Morngul, and the claws, good crowd sweeper weapon, going into the spirits in front.
In the Spirit House. So what are we rolling up first? Lance?
Lance.
Hitting on 3s, I assume. Well,
3s
4s right
normally.
now. Rerolling the 1s and 2s. Excellent rolling so far. So 4 hits, wounding on 3s.
3s normally, he's on the charge, so he gets +1 to wound.
Nice.
And this is the
They're
Magma
relic, that's
Forge
right.
lance, so on, it
5s
says on
and
a
6s.
6 or more, so
So we have 2 mortal wounds
we
and
have
3 wounds.
2, yep, exactly that.
Oh wait, this is going. I make some saves. There we go.
3 damage.
So it's flat 3 plus the 2 mortal wounds, so that's 3 damage in total, which I take 3 of. So let's keep track of that over here. And then we have the mouth attacks as well, the dragon's jaws. We might as
And
well
the
do.
2 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Don't you see what
And
that lance
the
does?
2 mortal wounds I would have taken, putting him at 5 wounds suffered.
He's got 4 left. And
Yeah.
I've got 3 jaw attacks to throw at him.
Hitting on 5s.
I'm not as confident about getting the lucky rolls earlier, so let's see what happens.
Reroll the 3.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Only the 3. I'll take the 4 for now. Yep,
So
just
one
the 1
hit,
hit.
2 to wound.
Wound.
Save. There we make it. Okay. So he's going to live. He'll have 4 wounds left. Down to 4.
Finishing up with the claws into the spirit hosts.
Hitting them on 5s.
Fives.
Yeah. Reroll everything but the 4. Wow. Overall miss. A
Nothing.
lot of 4s. Wow. The
Yeah.
Morgul stopped 3 attacks there.
Mongol doing work.
All right. That time the
Your
Morgul
turn.
showed up. Now it is my pick. Ooh. So taking about as much damage as I've expected so far. These.
Taking more than I expected.
You expected to do less than that?
I expected that Guardian of Souls to not take all of that lying down. I expected the Black Coach to survive.
I expected you to pile in and kill him. And you know what? I actually expected about this much damage. I was actually worried about him dying, though. With the way the rolling went over here, I was thinking he was going to go down. Now, I had to choose what to go with. The Black Coach. I need to kill a few of these guys off for sure. So the Black Coach is going to have to go and attack these Dragon
You'll
Knights.
probably do it.
I'm hoping to kill 2 or 3, but what's their save?
4 up.
And what's their...
Reroll 1s.
It's the shield just reroll 1s?
It's reroll 1s in close combat, 1s or 2s for shooting, but you don't have any missile weapon.
No, I don't.
He doesn't throw his locks at people.
You just got good reach on it. You know what? The Black Coach only brackets on 2 different profiles as well as the Morgul. Most things go down by 3, like movement, an attack on one thing, like wounding on another, or like an ability on another. Anyways, all attacks into the Dragon Princes. Forced hit with the Spectral Claws, rerolling 1s. Aw, only 3 hits. And you killed my +1 to wound character as well. That sucks. So we got 2 wounding hits with a rend of 1.
No mortal wounds dealt?
No mortal wounds dealt there.
Alright. 4 up saves, rerolling 1s.
So they become 5 ups because of rend 1. Are they 3 up normally?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's rend 1, yeah. So just 2 damage there so far.
And
So
that's
I
going to
kill
kill 1.
1 knight. Attacking with the scythe. Technically still a 5-man unit, so I do get replay corn. Forced to hit. Rerolling all hit rolls. That's 4 mortal wounds, and this wound's on a 3. So that kills off 2 more of the knights.
2 more dead.
And you have 1 armor save at -1. Yeah, -1, 5 up save. Reroll
Reroll the
1.
1.
Yikes, it kills another one off. And then I got the horsies. The Nightmares have 8 attacks because there's technically 4 of them. Reroll 1s, but there's no 1s. Force to wound.
The other 2 are there in spirit.
Thank you, good pun. 4 wounding rolls, no AP though, or rend, so 4 up save, rerolling 1s. He goes, no, he doesn't go down. We have reroll. Yeah, he's got 1 wound left.
With 1 wound.
He will persevere. Yeah, you can just use that there.
See, I like
These 5 are going to go, they all have lances.
Actually, hang on a sec.
Ooh, maybe these 5.
Take a look for something.
Ooh, yes. I think, oh, are you checking for the -6?
Damn it, he's within range.
They should, yeah, they should all pretty much be within 6
He's
inches.
within range, so it
normals.
doesn't matter. But they hit on 3s normally anyway.
Well, that's not bad. And they get to reroll 1s and 2s then. We are going to go with these dragon blades, trying to soften up this end. How many attacks each do they have?
So I'm going to lead off with the horses.
Not
it's
fair.
5 models, it's 2 attacks each.
So 10 horsey attacks hitting on, are they 4s and 4s normally?
4s and 4s normally.
So 5s and 4s, rerolling 1s, 2s, and 3s.
4s in there.
That's a heck of a roll. And followed
Be
up
thankful
by...
I don't do mortal wounds on 6s.
Yeah,
to
no
hit.
kidding, right? One more hit.
So all of those don't.
And now these are no modifiers on this, just force to wound. We got 4.
These are too powerful.
4 up armor. Hey, we're failing across the board. I have a hero wholly within 12. 2 damage in total.
Yep.
So I'll keep track of that over there. And then we have all of the guys. Does the leader just get 1 extra attack? Is he simple?
Yep.
Nice. It's not like +4 to his movement. And like, you know what? I don't mind the champions that have unique things, but sometimes it's a pain.
So
All of their
down
attacks.
down to 4s to hit.
Rerolling 1s and 2s though. There's what?
I'm going to get rid of the 3s.
Yeah, 2 3s miss. More will help there. So 4s, 3s to wound now, but normally 4, but they charged.
Exactly what
okay.
happens normally.
So that's 6 wounds. The rend doesn't matter, but how much damage are these now?
2 damage on the charge.
Gotcha. So 4 up save, saving a really good amount. So that's 4 damage in total, which I ignore on 6s. 2, so you do 4 damage in total. So that's going to kill off.
1 and a bit spirit hosts.
I want to go with you dying, and you're going to suffer a wound. I'm going to go with these spirit hosts now. They're going to go ahead and attack pretty much whatever they're touching. These guys are going to pile into there and attack. So these 3 attack those dragon blades. These 2 attack the Dragon Lord, and that one attacks those dragon blades. Because why not? This one here, they hitting on 5, 6s are frightful touch. I get to reroll 1s for being near the Spirit Torment. 3 frightful, 4. There you go, 2, 4. There you go. You're, like you said, Kung Fu Master. I killed 2 of them off. So 2 die. Who's it going to be? Those 2. 18 attacks on the Dragon Lord. 4s or 5s to hit, rerolling 1s, and 6s are frightful touches. Only getting the 1 though. 2. 2 mortal wounds on him. Does he have any way to ignore him?
No, he does not.
He just takes 2. And I have 1, 2 hits, which wound on 3s right now because I'm near the Guardian. So 2 wounds, no AP. No rend, sorry. A lot of 40k recently.
4 up save with rerolls for the Elven Shield.
There, you're good. Just 2 damage. So I cheated. I actually didn't cheat that much. I just didn't roll the proper amount. I rolled 18 dice against him, so we'll say that one actually attacked him. So we'll do 12 attacks on those dragon blades, even though I wanted to do more to them, but it is what it is. So 12 attacks against them. 12 attacks on 5s. 6s are good, and we get to reroll these 1s. Okay, I guess technically 5s are good as well. So that's 4 mortal wounds and 2 hits, and 2 wounds with no rend. Reroll the 1. 1 damage. So I do a total of 5 damage. On to these guys. It was these 2 attacking. Sorry. So it kills off 2.5.
So 1, 2, and
1/2. Boop. In the middle, I guess I have no other way to attack, so it doesn't really matter. 3-man unit is going to go ahead and attack the spirit hosts over here that are rerolling 1s. They're -1 to hit currently. So
leading off with the horse hooves.
Horsies on 5s then, rerolling 1s and 2s and 3s. So far everything
Because
hits.
big man is in the vicinity.
And yep.
4s to wound, unless you've got anything.
I got nada. Not
3
yet.
wounds.
It's a spell I have, but it's not off yet. So 4 up save, 1 damage. I ignore on a 6. I take a damage over here. We'll go ahead and put that on this guy though. And then we have the actual
3
lances.
Mounties, including the Drake Master.
On
Reduced
4s.
to 4s.
We're rolling 1s and 2. Nice! That's a roll. That's a roll. Now they wound on 3s because they charged as well.
Yep.
That's going to be 2 damage a pop.
2 fail.
5 wounding hits, 4 up save. I get to reroll the 1. So far it hasn't helped, so that's a total of 6 damage.
Yep.
Boop. So I ignore these on 6s. And you do 6. Nice. So that's going to kill him off. And we'll put this guy down to 1 wound remaining. I'm going to go ahead with Spirit Host, I guess. Going to pile... No, I can't pile in too much because I had Stay Coherent to him. So he's actually just going to stay right there. He's going to attack that Dragonlord.
Man.
Just to try and finish him off.
What did he ever do to you?
This one's not going to be able to attack anything because he's too far away. This guy will pile in to right there and help out the other two attacking those Dragon Blades. So these three attacking these Dragon Blades, this one attacking that Dragon Blade. I'll do that one first. 5s to hit. There we got a 6.
Mortal wound.
Yep, he's dead.
Okay.
And the rest of the attacks into the other Dragon Blades. 5s to hit, 6s are mortal wounds. We've got 3 6s so far. Rerolling these 1s, looking for 5s and 6s. We got 4 mortal wounds and 3 hits. And I don't have the plus...
You did all that attack on them, or...?
No, I did not. I get to reroll 1s because he's nearby. He gives them the reroll 1 bubble. Though I lose the +1 to wounds, so I didn't get any actual wounds. So it's just 2 dead. So 2 Dragon Blades go down as well. This is the last unit you get to activate for fighting. I have the Mornghuls to go still after. So piling in like them and fixing the cohesion. If he dies, then you don't have to take any more guys. And they're gonna go... Are they all attacking the Spirit Host, or are they gonna try and put some attacks into the Mornghoul?
Nah, just go for the Spirit Host.
Alright. So they're gonna attack the Spirit Host. Hitting on... is it horses?
This is the horses first.
So 5s, rerolling 1s, 2s, and 3s. Pretty much 3 wild Mornghoul, 3 4s. No, 3 hits, wounding on 4s. 2.
1 wound.
4 up save, which we make. And the Lance attacks, hitting on 4s, rolling 1s and 2s, because of the modifiers. 3 3s. Alright, 2 hits.
3s to wound. 1 wound.
4 up save.
Made it.
Made it, alright. So the rolls are coming back into Nighthaunt's favor here. And that was really, towards the end there,
I got no models left.
that worked out quite well for me. Now the Mornghouls get to go, because I've done both my Spirit Host attacks. Well, I guess I got heroes too.
Yep.
Um...
I don't know, how desperately do you want your heroes to get into combat?
Well, the problem is...
How many of them do you have that are wizards or artifact holders?
I got... I just got the one wizard at this point. Pretty much. In this case, I had to kill your guys here and break through and start hunting down your heroes, and hopefully win on turn 4 or 5. That
Which
might
is
not
half
happen.
of what I was saying earlier about
Yeah.
if one model with 1 wound is left,
It's
because
good.
they don't take battle shock, it's enough to...
Yeah.
It's what they do. They are glorified grunts, really.
If they don't take battle shock if they're within
16 of an Order Draconis
Yeah,
hero.
exactly.
And
So
they're within 10 of
Yeah,
a
exactly.
Dragonlord, so that's done.
So
unless you find a way to kill both Dragonlords immediately.
I gotta
which
kill
I
them to a
wouldn't put
man.
past you.
I'm gonna go with the Mornghoul into. You know what? Since everything's pretty much attacked, I'm gonna go with this Spirit Torment first. He'll pile into there, and I guess attack the Dragon Blades here. So 3 attacks on him, 4s to hit, 2 hits, 3s to wound, -2, D3 damage with pops. So
Give me
6
some
up save.
6s.
Roll a 1. No,
That's not a 6, that's 2.
That's gonna be 6 damage. That's them dead. He actually just
Yeah, that is.
He just wiped them out in one go. Good job, buddy. I guess that's unfortunate.
Now when does he heal from that?
He can at the end, or it's at the start of the battle shock phase or the end of the battle shock phase. Now I wanted the Mornghoul to do it because if he slays models, he heals D3 wounds, but I didn't want to waste his attacks. But now the Mornghoul can attack the Dragonlord.
Which is also bad because now those 3 are out of combat, or one of them is out of combat.
So this Mornghoul is going to attack the
wizard
Dragonlord.
might be in combat.
This one here, he might be. Mornghoul attacking the Dragonlord now. 3s to hit with 6 attacks, re-rolling 1s currently. Re-rolling the 1, so that's 2 mortal wounds, and then the 2 misses. And then these are 2s to wound because I'm near the other hero as well. So 4 saves at -1, which goes to a 5 up, I think.
Yep.
Re-rolling everything, or failed saving throws, I guess. Takes 2 more damage, so he's at 6. He's got 8 wounds left.
Yep.
This Mornghoul is going to go ahead and attack the Dragon Blades in front of him. 3s to hit, but he's only re-rolling 1s. He doesn't get the +1 to wound. So re-roll the 1. So the 2s all miss, and then that's going to be 2 mortal wounds. So he's killed 1 model over there, and then 3s to wound at -1. So 4 saves at 5 ups. He kills the other 2 off. Flat 2 damage. So he finishes them off. And then at the end of the combat phase, the Mornghoul heals D3 wounds if they kill any models, which I believe we're almost at the end of the combat phase. I'm just going to roll it now.
Well, do you have anyone else to...
I got him to attack with still.
Yeah.
So he goes back up to full health. So he's going to attack the Dragonlord. He's got 3 attacks on 4s. Reroll his own 1. Only 1 hit. 3 to wound with a -2. And so he's got a...
6s.
And he can't reroll the 5 because it's only failed saving throws you get to reroll with him, I believe. So D3 damage, 2. Because it's only failed saving throws he gets to reroll. So he's down to 12. And now it's time for Captured Soul Energy. For every Spirit Torment I have at the start of the Battle Shock phase, I get to heal D3 wounds to a unit, or bring back D3 models to a unit if there's no wounds currently allocated to that unit. But I have to at least kill 3 models for every Spirit Torment. So I definitely killed 6 models. So this Spirit Torment is going to heal this Spirit Host 1. Easy enough there with the Captured Soul Energy. And then this one is going to heal... Oh, I got a lot of options over here. He could heal himself, so I don't get killed by a dumb Dragon Breath, which I really don't want to happen, or I could heal the Morngul. It's actually going to be, he's going to heal himself. He only heals 1. That's not great. He goes up to 3. And now it's Battle Shock phase, but none of us can fail because they unfortunately all died. And they're immune to Battle Shock because they're near a hero, and I didn't lose enough. So it'll be Nighthaunt turn 1, but you get a victory point, and I am at 0 currently. I actually get my turn now. Jeez, that felt like it took forever. That was long. That was a lot of combat.
You're welcome.
It's what they do, though. So starting my turn, or starting my hero phase, I get a command point. I'm going to go with the Nimbus of Power. He heals D3. He goes up to 6 wounds. Huzzah! And then he picks a summonable unit wholly within 12 and returns D3 models back to the unit. I'm only missing 1 though, and they have to also appear wholly within 12 of him, I believe. It'll just pop up right here. Currently locked in combat with this nasty Dragonlord.
You need a battle round for the
healing?
For the gaining power.
Yeah, only at the start of the battle round. So no matter who goes first next battle round, he has to try and amp up his power. And then Ruler, the Spirit Host, kicks in at the same time for them. I'm missing 2 models, so I get them back. I'm not going to put them over here because that would break the chain. I'm going to put them over and around here to bully this Dragonlord. So 1 there, and then chain it over there. So I'm going to go ahead and do some spells. I got Shade Mist on this guy, or Spectral Lure. I think I'm just going to do Shade Mist. Shade Mist is goes off on a 6. If it goes off, I pick a unit. That unit's -1 to wound from all sources until my next hero phase. I got it on an 8. I definitely have a hero within 30 if you want to try and stop it. And he gets +1 to deny? Unbinding,
yep.
Right.
Yeah,
so you just need to roll an 8. That's my only spell I'm casting anyways.
Sorry.
That's no worries. Yeah, you do. You stop it. So you rolled a 9. No Shade Mist over here.
Denied.
So no magic for either of us. So for movement, I think all of this is going to stay over here and try and deal with this over here. And I'd say my deal over here, ideally. The problem is I need to go for that artifact. And the only thing that can actually go for that artifact is the Morngul, who could do a 10-inch move and then go and probably kill one of the heroes off. Best case scenario, I make that Wave of Terror Nighthaunt charge. I kill one, then pile in and kill the other. Best case scenario.
Seen it happen before.
Yeah, it's definitely happened before. But at the same time, I don't want to give up the -1 to hit aura on this Dragonlord. I want to deal with this Dragonlord first.
Yes, you do, because you're probably going to keep summoning more ghosts on that point anyway, and
I know.
You won't have to worry about it.
I know.
Like, what's the worst that could happen? I kill the Black Coach?
Well, the Black Coach is the thing that stops the ghost from coming back, right? Or it helps the ghost come back.
Also the other Spirit Jailer.
He doesn't do it that well at all. He can bring back 1 model a turn if I roll a 5 or 6. This guy brings back flat D3 of them, so he's got much more capability of doing it. The plan is to, you know what? I'm going to take the gamble. I'm going to see if I can hold over here and have the Morngul be a threat over here.
Might as well.
It makes the most sense.
Keeps the game fun.
Yeah, and get rid of that -1 to hit aura over here.
Just don't roll a double 1.
No, I would never do that. Never. 10-inch move. He's not currently locked in combat. He'll fly to there. So I need about a 4 to get in. I'm going to retreat the Black Coach to here. He's got a 10-inch move. He's got fly, so he's just going to land there and just try and keep him feasibly safe away from this Dragonlord. And I don't know if I care about him in combat. You know what? He's a hero I need, so he's also going to retreat from combat. The only thing we're going to have fighting are these Spirit Hosts. And everything here is pretty much just going to stay where it is. He's going to back up a wee bit just so he can't get shot at. Well, I guess it's not a shooting attack. It's a weird...
it's an ability.
It's an ability, so I can't really ignore it.
It's not even a missile weapon.
Yeah, it's true. So normally with missile weapons...
Just kill the dragon.
Yeah, I'll just have to kill the dragon, so... Oh, man. You know what? He's going to stay right here. If he gets a 10-inch charge, then he'll go for it. I guess... Where was he? He could... I got the wizard over here, too. Spirit Torrent's going to stay there. The wizard's going to stay there. And if he rolls a 10-plus charge, he might go for the Dragonlord or the Dragon Nobles. I'm not too sure yet. Everything else is pretty happy where it ended up. There's no shooting, so we're honestly right on to charging. The Nighthaunt turn is usually pretty quick. The Morngul...
The important charge here.
Needs a 10+. Doesn't need a 10+, but... So he fails, which is okay, I guess. I'm just gonna go over here. We're probably going to be fighting this guy here. Actually, right there. I'm not going to be able to get within 12 inches of him for the re-rolling, or wholly within 12. Close, but I'd have to be like about there, and I had to land within half an inch. So that is where I end up. Spirit Torment charging? Nope. Hey, you got a 6. I'm not going to follow up though. He's just going to stay where he is. I'll charge the Guardian if he gets a 10. 9. Nope, not going to bother. I'm fishing for the free attacks. There's no point in throwing them in. Now, who do I go first fighting with? With here, I'm going to go. I don't even know what the right answer is. I could probably beat him up pretty bad.
Yeah. Get
him down to a point where he might be dead. He's only got 8 wounds remaining, so 8 Frightful Touches will get him. Not too worried about them. And you know what? I'm just going to go with them. Because I'm pretty safe from that Dragon Noblo or that Dragon. He's probably about as strong as a Vampire Lord, I'm guessing. About 4 or 5 attacks, 3s and 3s, -1 D3 damage.
3 attacks, 3s to hit. He's not on the chart, so it's 4s to wound and 2 damage apiece.
Okay, so it would be 3 normally. All right, I'm going to go.
On the charge, it would be 3 damage.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with these guys here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Spirit Host attacks into the Dragon Lord and 1 into the Dragon Blades. I'll do the 1 into the Dragon Blades first. Hitting on, yep, 5s to hit. Rerolling any 1. Oh wait, got 1 hit. Nice.
One wound.
It is a wound with no rend. There you go.
Saved it.
So no damage there. The rest of the attacks into the Dragon Lord. I'm looking to do 8 more wounds here. 8 more wounds would be. I think I got it. Wow.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
So he gets Frightful Touch to death, and that's it for my attacks. Wow, that was lucky. Noble! Gonna try and bracket my Morgul a bit. Maybe kill him. Oh. So the Noble's got a grand total of 3 attacks sitting on.
Well, I'm going to do the horses first.
Oh, horsey, always
as
horse.
is tradition.
Horsey first.
-1 to hit aura, so
Yep.
5s. No hits.
No hits.
And for the lance, it's down to 4s. 2 hits. 4s to wound because I haven't charged you. 1 wound.
4 up. I fail. It's
2
fine.
damage.
2. I don't have a hero nearby, so it's just 2 damage. He's back down to 8. And then I don't really have too much of a choice. I'm going to go ahead with these Spirit Hosts here. So they got Fly. So I'm just going to go 3-inch pylon this way and see if the rest can get in. That's where they end up only 2 in range to attack for 12 attacks. 4s to hit. Sorry, it's 5s to hit.
4s to hit.
Yeah. Only 5s. It's 4s to wound is what I'm thinking of. No rerolling. 3 Frightful Touches. And these wound on 4s. So 2 wounds, no rend. So you have 4 up rerollable saves.
Failed both so far, and
1 more damage. So he's taken 6. He's got 8 remaining. And then you get to go with him. Or them, but.
yeah, I'm going to do them first to see if they can cause any damage from the table.
Yeah, all you have to do is just 1 damage on him to kill the model off there.
Okay, 6 horse hooves.
Hitting on.
Actually, do I want to pile them around?
Maybe. You could. That gets the most out of 6 inches with the pylon in this direction. Now they'll attack the Spirit Host.
Only just outside of 6, but it's still outside of 6.
Hitting on.
4s with the horse hooves.
4s and 4s with horsies now. Nice. That mattered. There you go. 2 more hits.
Good. Boss man isn't alive anymore. No wounds.
Drake Master's still alive, so all their
So
lance
moving on
attacks.
to lances. 3s.
Okay, nice. They all hit.
Hopefully I can do the same thing for wounds. 4s.
Is that
4. 4.
We have a 4 up armor, followed by a 6 to ignore damage. You do kill that 1 Spirit Host off. You only have 1 wound. Boop, and a boop. Morgul's got 8 attacks into the Noble. 3s to hit. Ooh, that was not ideal.
Any mortal wounds?
2 so far.
Right, so because I bounced those on 4 up.
Oh, that's right. He's relic.
His scales.
He takes 1 more wound. He's got 4 wounds left, and these are 3s to wound.
Yeah, he's going to die at this point, but it'll be worth it.
Maybe. That's only rend 1. I assume he's got a 4 up save rolling everything or failed wound rolls.
It's the same as the Dragonlord, so
Okay, so
fails.
he's got a 5 up rolling 1s, 2s, and 3s then. Ooh, he's gonna live then at that point. Yeah, he just takes the 1 damage. He is.
Man!
That was a-okay. And now the big guy gets to try and nom on some Spirit Hosts over here.
Your Mongol can't protect you now.
Yeah, no -1 to hit over here, so it's just straight dice.
Axes into here, 3s to hit.
Freeze.
And guess what? It hasn't a new hero phase yet, so he still gets his command ability.
It's true. Yeah, they all hit.
3s to wound, because the axe is that reliable.
Whew, 4 wounds. And we have 4 up save, and it's D3, right?
Yep.
So D3 damage, 3 damage, and I ignore none of it, so I'm taking 3 so far. Now the claws.
Claws, he's got 6 wounds. He's taken 6 wounds, so he's down to 5 attacks.
Oh, he loses 1 attack. All right, not bad. 4s,
To hit.
rerolling everything. Well, 1 hit, rerolling though, thank goodness.
That's it. 3s to wound. 1 wound.
4 up. Yeah, we make it.
Make it. Last up are the jaws, needing 4s to hit.
Rerolling everything. Well, they're the one miss.
Yep.
And what's the wound on now?
Now he's down to 3s to wound.
Oh, wow, okay. So we kill a spirit host. We'll kill off this spirit host there. And I think that's it for combat. My turn was pretty quick there. I didn't really accomplish a whole lot. I killed him. That's actually a pretty big deal. Oh, I'll chalk that up to a good thing. And for scoring, I obviously get nothing. So the score is still 1-0 for the Order Draconis as we exit turn 1. And now this relic bounces. Why don't you go ahead and do the honor, Alex, and see where this goes. On a 4 or more, I think it goes that way. Maybe it's that way. Who knows? So it does a big swing to there, and it stops moving. And then all players lose control of the objective as well. So it's kind of open again. And now both of us roll off. You win ties.
I don't think I'm going to match that.
Hey, there you go. Let's forget. Never say never. Now, what order do you want this to be in? Now, don't forget, you only get 1 point if you go first. But at the same time, a lot has died, so it's unfortunate circumstances right now. And for the captured soul energy rule, I only killed 1 model, so I don't actually get to heal anything. After pondering on that for a bit, you decide, I know you don't want to at all to make me go first, but it's the scenario, it's the relocation orb. The way it works again, if you go first in a battle round, this is only worth 1 point. If you go second, it's worth 3. So currently Alex is leading 1-0. So if he goes second, survives, all the models he has left, all of these 4, they all count as 20 models per one guy for controlling this relic. These 3 over here are
gonna die at some.
They're tying up spirit host, right? Yeah.
That's pretty much all they're doing.
But if I get the double turn, there's a lot of healing on my part, mostly in the form of this thing healing D3 more, and me getting 1 spirit host back in each unit. But if you go first, you'll get your 1 point, and then I hit you back.
Yeah. What I'm seeing happening right now is the Dragonlord retreats, runs onto the objective to grab it for 1 point.
Yeah.
Then immediately gets tied of terrored or tied of horrid, and killed by mortal wounds.
Right, like just
thus I drop the objective, you pick it up and get 3
and then that right there that's pretty much game.
I mean, if that happened, I would have to concede, because the only stuff I have left is either going to get chow-hounded by the Mongol, or it's 2 wizards who are
no. Yeah.
They don't even have D3 damage.
They're not. Yeah, they are. They don't have D3 damage on their staves.
1 attack, 4s to hit, 4s to wound, -1 rend, 1 damage.
Well, they are.
They are pure support. Wow. So
they are spindly.
So if I'm in a situation where these 2 models are all I have left to capture the universe, and you still have to bring your chain rasps on the board.
Yep.
That's it. That would be conceded. So I have to give you the first turn here.
Ideally, you're gonna, no matter what in this battle round, you're gonna be attacked by things.
Yeah.
So you might as well try, and ideally in both cases you want to be durable, so you might as well try and be durable and get 3 points as opposed to be durable and only get 1 point, right? So it'll be turn 2 for the Nighthaunt.
I'm not going to have 4 wounds for long.
Nah, a couple things to do at the start of the battle round. Actually, just pretty much just him. Evocation of Death every 4 up, he levels up, regains more power. He'll go right to level 4. Boop. So now he is going to heal D3 at the start of my hero phase. He goes up to 9 wounds remaining of his 12. And with his level ups, he has the ability to reroll 1s to hit in close combat and run and charge. He does mortal wounds when he charges. On a 2 up, he does D3. And in addition, he can retreat and charge as well. The last one he does mortal wounds to things around him. I also get Spirit Host models back, of course, so this guy is going to go right there. From him, he gets D3 back. Actually, that's actually from the Black Coach, who does that. And then over here, really the Spirit Hosts, they're all still wholly within 12, so we get 1 more back over here. That'll go right here. This Black Coach does a 12-inch move. I could run it, might as well, why not? I don't have a shooting attack. Huzzah!
Well, because you can't run and charge.
He can run and charge.
There we go.
Yeah. Running the Spirit Torment, he's going to go for the objective. Goes 9 inches.
Should be enough.
The issue with that is, you know what, I guess... Oh, wow, that was close. I'm actually not too concerned about him getting within 3, because he doesn't even have a relic. So he's only worth 1 model, so he's going to go within 6 to control the objective and try and stay wholly within 12, at least for the Black Coach, I guess. Guardian of Souls will run, 3. He's going to use that to fly over forces this way. And then the Spirit Torment is going to fly over this way, stay outside of 3. He'll go over here. And then the Morn Ghoul is going to move to right there, staying outside of 3. Shooting is finished. Now it's charge time. Start with the black coach. It can run and charge. We get a 6. Good enough. Boop. On a 2 or more. Oh, nice. No more wounds. Spirit Torment can charge. I know I'm doing way overkill over here, but I just want to make sure they're gone. Oh, wow. He gets the Nighthaunt charge. Yep. He is going to go to here because he's got fly. And then he'll immediately swing. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because of his own ability. 2 hits, 3s to wound with Rend 2. So 2 6-up saves, rolling 1s. Roll the 1, 2d3 damage, 5. So 1 guy's left with 1 wound. And then the Morngul will charge. He fails. You know, we'll go with the Black Coach because it's cool into the Dragonlord. The Scythe hitting on 4s, rolling 1s, 2 hits, 1 wounding hit with a Rend of 1. So you have a 5-up save, rolling 1s, 2s, and 3s. Flat 2 damage, so he's taken 8. So we'll just keep him at 6. He's got 6 left. We'll put him up to 8. He'll have 6 left. Nightmares, hitting on 4s, reroll the 1. Boop. 4s to wound, because I don't have the +1. 2 wounding hits, 4 up rerollable save. Okay. 4
Followed by...
Hey, there you go. 8 handler attacks on 4s, rerolling any 1s. That's 3 frightful touches. So it's taken 3 wounds. And 2 wounding hits at Rend of 1. So 5-up save, rerolling 1s, 2s, and 3s. Wow. Jeez. If you're going to make the saves, at least roll right away. He takes a total of 4 damage. So he's got 2 wounds left.
2 wounds remaining.
2 remaining wounds, and that's it for my attack. I assume you want to go with him.
Might as well.
You know what? This was too far away. I know it got knocked when I hit the dragon earlier because I remember them coherent earlier. So if anyone noticed that, it's probably because I was a moron and I hit the wing earlier. Alright, pretty hurt Dragonlord. He's taking 12 damage. He's pretty... I assume he's in his last bracket.
He's got 1 bracket after this if he takes 1 more wound.
Really? He's got a 0 to 1 bracket.
He's got a 13 or more wounds suffered bracket.
Oh, so that's what it is.
14.
Yeah. What? Hilarious. He does. It is what it is. That's freaking hilarious.
So we're going to lead off with, you know, it's all going to get dumped into...
Ooh, that's right. Yeah, we have 2 targets here.
They're both 4 up.
Yeah, well, this has significantly less wounds, and it does the bringing back Spirit Host thing. It's kind of redundant to there's no point to attack them, right? Because if he's here, they come back.
And on the rare chance that you don't do 2 mortal wounds to him with those Spirit Hosts,
it's true.
If I'm able to remove that, I'll have an avenue to try and contest that objective.
This is true as well. And, well, I guess one more thing to note, these guys aren't wholly within 12 of him, so they don't have a 6-up to ignore damage, and he does. But I don't know if that's a big change of plan.
It's not going to stop. At most, between all of his damage profiles, you're going to have, what, 1 Spirit Host left with 6 attacks? 6 attacks, you can probably throw 2 mortal wounds on him. I've seen your dice rolling today.
Yeah, today's been pretty hot. At first, I thought it was bad, but I was wrong.
Everything dumping into here.
Yeah, that's fair. So no negatives to hit, so we just have 3s and 3s with his axe?
Yep, leading off with the axe. That profile never changes.
And he's still rerolling everything, because it hasn't been your hero phase yet.
Yep.
So they all hit.
3s to wound.
Nice. 3 wounding hits means 3 saving throws. I make 2 of them, so it's D3 damage. 1, which I don't ignore, so I take 1 so far. Claws, down to 3 attacks now, 4s to hit. 1, rerolling, that's right. 3 hits.
3s to wound. That's what I was expecting.
And I make it. And then his Fearsome Jaws, 3 attacks still on 4s, rerolling everything. Good thing you're rerolling everything.
5, 2, and a 1.
1 hit. Now is it 4s to wound?
Down to 4s to wound. There you go.
Alright. He does 1 damage. He's down to 8. The poor Dragonlord's suffering. I might as well go with the Morngul into the Dragon Noble. 3s to hit with no bonuses. That's 8 mortal wounds.
Ignax his scales.
Yep. He ignores them on 4s. Oh wow, he takes 2 mortal wounds, so he's got 2 wounds left. I guess I'll roll the rest of it.
Yeah.
That is actually 3 hit rolls then. That was one of the 6s. 3s to wound. 2 wounding hits at -1. We got a 5-up save, rolling 1s, 2s, and 3s. Oh, hey, he could live! 5-up?
Doubt. It's a 3 or a 4. What do you think? 3, 4, or 2?
I'm gonna say 2.
2.
Wow. He gets cut down. Wow. This Dragon Noble has the option to attack him if he kind of wheels
What
in
penalties would I get for going there?
There's -1 to hit because he's within 6, but
Right.
that's it. Well, that's pretty significant.
Well, we'll have a go anyway because that is your general, right?
That is my general. That is true. Yeah.
We'll have a crack. So if he pulls this off, it'll be one final thumbing the nose.
He would. Nice.
Horses.
Horsey! -1, 5s to hit.
Murder horse.
Ooh.
He's not in range of
He has to be within,
boss.
yeah, he's not within range
Forced
of
to
the guy.
wound.
That's a good start. That's a bad start for me. I take a damage, I got 2 left. Boop.
He's got 3 attacks with the sword. Oh, don't be so worried. You've been through worse battle reports than this.
I have.
Force to hit.
I don't want him to die.
Yeah, he's not going to die.
Oh.
Force to wound.
Oh, he ignores it. Okay, he's got 2 wounds remaining. And then I'll have it so he is the one who strikes you down, because why not? He's got 4 attacks. Jeez, the 6s. The 6s. They're not frightful touches or anything, but still, the taco cats are real today. -2.
6s. Nope.
Yep, he dies. Spirit Host is then going to pile
You
in.
know what I was just talking about with...
Here's all the Spirit Host attacks, and 2 6s.
3 6s.
Oh, it was 3 6s.
Oh, God. House of the Dead. Overkill. No one ever...
And that is going to end my turn. Alex has allies remaining. Now, to be fair,
Sorry.
because of where the math is at on the points and everything, I'm going to be getting 1 point this turn. So the Morngul is going to heal D3 because he killed the Dragon Noble. He's just up to 9. I don't think that's super important.
No.
And then I killed what? I killed 1 model. I killed 3 models this
Yeah,
turn.
nice work.
And I'm going to heal himself D3. So he'll go back up to 4 with the captured soul energy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it for the healing. And I get 1 point. So the score is currently
1-1.
1-1. And then you're easily going to be able to grab it on your turn because that's a 20 point model. Or a model worth 20 models. Going to take this objective because you can easily make yourself run 6.
Yep.
So that's going to put the score of 4-1 for you guys. For the Order Draconis. And that means, hypothetically speaking, on the next 3 turns, if I go first in every round, I can only get at most 1 point for every round. Which means it'll be a tie game, 4-4. And I'd win a minor victory on kill points. And that's...
Provided you don't table me first.
That's true. Yeah. Well, no, see, that's the thing with AOS. If I table you, the game still keeps going until the end. You don't automatically lose. Yeah. Now, of course, there's still always a chance for the Order Draconis win, assuming I don't kill both the wizards and they hold the objective for multiple times too. So there's definitely no way to concede this one early. We're going to play this one. It's your turn right now. You get a command point, you're up to 3. Spells of some variety in the hero phase. What is the plan? Which one wants to go first?
Figure out what I want to do with him
So-
afterwards.
Shield over here first.
Yep, the 18-inch bubble spell
Ignoring 6s.
doesn't go off.
It fails on 5, alright. Attempting to throw some cogs!
Need a 7.
You do, I have no wizard nearby. Well, bam!
So here's a weird ruling here. It says to drop them anywhere within 12 inches of the caster.
Sure.
He has to be within 9 inches to control it.
Yep.
I question the logic of that.
I don't know. Does it have to be, is it him who has to control it or can anyone control it?
It's a wizard who has to be within 9 inches to control
okay.
it.
Well, you
But
can summon
you
it
drop
with-
it 12 inches away from himself.
You could drop it within 9 of another wizard further up. You could, I don't know. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, we're going to put the cogs down here and we're going to say speed up.
Speeding up, so that means everything gets plus 2 inch movement?
Yep.
Is it, yeah.
And plus 2 to
'cause-
charge rolls.
And plus 2 to charge, so plus 2 movement and plus 2 to charge. And that's for everyone, right? I'm pretty sure. We're going to start the movement phase now with one of these 2 wizards.
Because I don't have any specific command abilities to throw out, it's just the generic ones which are
Yeah,
when you use them.
exactly.
So, move is normally 14.
So we're going to go
But
ahead
the
and run.
cogs is going up to 16.
Oh yeah, 16. You don't have to run them. You could though. I assume you don't want to charge though.
No, I do not want to charge.
So that alone will get you within
Oh,
3.
you know what though? I think I will try to run anyway to get on the inside of the
Yeah,
ruins.
go inside the building. Go for it. So you roll a 5.
I don't even have to use a command point on that.
Not at all.
That's 6.
Galloping up and into the building. We'll be within 3 of the objective to count as 20 models as opposed to my 1.
My staff topper doesn't like me.
Oh, the staff doesn't really fit that well.
No, it did.
Butts in first.
I may.
8-inch move on this wizard because of the cogs right now.
How far does this guy move? It's 10.
10 to 12 right now.
Okay, which way I'm going to go?
We're going to run him. So he goes 10 inches unless you want to make it a
And
6.
command point to make it a 6.
Alright, so he
give
goes
him all the options in the book.
15-inch move. So we are going to run the wizard over there to the die. That way the wizard's within 17 or within 17 inches of this objective.
Just in case he survives what's inevitably going to come at him. As inevitable as death itself.
They can make it to the objective and claim another point if that comes up. And that's it for the turn. You get 1 point. You get 3 points. Putting the score 4-1 for the Order Draconis. Battle round 3, do I get the last power? I do. He's at level 5 now, which means I do mortal wounds to enemy units nearby me at the combat phase.
1 inch or 3
something like 1 to 3 inches. And then this thing also moves right now, so why don't you go ahead and do the honors? I think it was the 4 up it goes back?
Yes.
So the 4, 5, 6 actually takes it to over there. So it's going to go whoosh right to the middle of the road over here. And we moved the wizard so that wizard could go for this one, and this one obviously could make it to this one if it survives. And
very big if.
Yeah, big. But here's the roll-off. If you do get to go first, you can go and snag 1 point. That is beneficial for you if you then proceed to win every roll-off after that.
Oh.
So you want to...
Is anyone's dice, by the way?
Vito uses those dice. You can go back on the floor.
Put
It
it in there.
can be a floor die. Vito's dice belong on the floor.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, that's right, Vito.
I'll tell him that tomorrow.
That's right, Vito. I'm just kidding, Vito. That's mean. I'll pick it up. Here you go, Vito. That's true. I forgot. If you if you go first and take a point, and then I go second and I get 3 points because I can easily make it with this thing, and then him charging in and killing off the hero. I would have to kill the hero off, but it should die.
You would have to fail every single charge for me to win this game at this point.
Essentially, let's do the roll off here. See where we're at. I got a 3.
I got a 1.
1. Okay. Well, I will. I'll have you go first. I think that makes most sense because I want to start going second. We're gonna try and cast the aura, 6 step to ignore damage aura again. Yet again, 3 for 3 it fails. You also get another command point, and then what spell does that wizard want to attempt to? You already got cogs up. Do you want to just bolt? Actually, it might be too far away.
It's exactly 18
Nice.
inches, 17.5 inches away.
Are we going for a bolt then? Might as well, kind of thing.
I've got nothing to lose. I mean, you've got somebody.
Bolt! Looking for obviously a 10
Might as
plus.
well.
Hey! That's not a 10 plus. Alright, so that's done, and then we have movement. Running this wizard. 1. Make it a 6.
Yep.
Back down to 2 command points, so that's going to be 14-inch move plus 6 for 20-inch move because the cogs are up. Alright, 14 is the base move because it's not barded, so it's 22-inch move. And the wizard ends up moving there within 6, gaining control of the objective, of course. And is this one content where it is? Because the relic from this point either bounces back to the center, right there, or back to right here. I think it's on a 1 to 3, goes back over here, and a 4 to 6, it goes over there again. So that wizard is in a position to go and nab it still, with the cogs up. Gonna run him anyways, just to kind of circle that area. Do you want to?
And I've already used that command.
You can still use it though. You can use it as much as you have command points.
I still got 2 command points, so I'll use it.
And you're gonna end up over
Sure
there.
everything is set.
Trying to be within. Yeah, you should be good. You'll be able to make it. Even climbing up a little bit, you'll be good.
Yep. I'm a Morgul anyway.
That is the turn there. You are gaining another point. And that will bring it to my turn on turn 3, where I'll get a command point, and I'm gonna hunt down some things. In my hero phase, this guy heals D3 up to 10. He's only taken 2 wounds now, so he's at his top bracket. And that's it, because I'm not missing any spirit hosts either. I'll do... Yeah, there's no point in casting spells, so it's not gonna really matter. I'm just gonna go on a movement. I'm just here to kill them. I guess if he's within 18, I'll try and cast a bolt at him. It's too far away, so here's a Mystic Shield. Haha, I got it. Do you want to try and stop it? I got a...
I might as well.
You need to roll an 8.
Need an 8.
You
Just
don't.
barely don't get it.
Alright, so they'll be shielded for now. On to movement, the Black Coach. Currently moves 16 because of the cogs. We will run. I might have to command point that. I don't need to command point it because that's already going to put me right to there. Boop. Running the Spirit Torment. He moves 8 currently. Plus 5 for 13. 13 inches will put him to right there. And we'll run these Spirit Hosts. They go 8 plus that for 13 themselves. Ending there. These Spirit Hosts will also run. Boop, an extra 2. Ending there, and then the heroes are just gonna follow. Running the Morgul. Extra 4. Cogs, and then this Spirit goes 12. I don't need to go that far. Let's go here. Actually goes 14. This Morgul was 17 inches away. So it's going to be a 5-inch charge for it to get in. After it moves, it's 12 because of the cogs. And then we're on to charging. Morgul's going to charge 10, so he gets to fight twice.
He's gonna, yeah.
Rip.
As expected.
Wave of Terror. Oh, the ones! He might live after all.
Doubt.
No wounds at all. No wounds.
How?
I don't know how,
Oh
but
wait, because you got. Never mind. You got a second round of combat anyway. So.
yeah, that's the free fight.
Because he can do that because he's got the really big jaws in the long
Just
time.
dodged right out of the way, charging the Black
You
Coach.
need a 5. Yeah, you're in.
So that will be enough to get me in and to clear this. Boop. And then on a 2-up, I do D3 mortal wounds. You take 2 mortal wounds.
Down to 3.
And then I'll go ahead and do combat over here first. I'll go with the size on the Karen Wraith. They roll 1 stick because of his level. 2 hits, 2 wounds at -1. No save.
6 up save.
4 damage. She gets
Dead.
She gets cut down. Replay Corn.
This was why I wanted you to get your shield spell off at any point.
At literally any point in this game.
Fine.
You can fight me back over here. 1 attack with that.
Really, bro.
A -1 to hit.
1 attack hitting on, in that case, 2s. Wounding on 2s.
1 damage.
Ignores all of the ignores blah 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 blah.
Ignores all special rules.
1 billion damage.
I'll take
Just
it.
4s to hit. 5s to hit.
Hey, look at that.
4s to wound. Attaboy.
Alright, you know what? I'm just going to go attack you right back. Let's see if we can do better this time. We got 2 more wounds.
He can't shrug any of it.
And that's going to be 8 damage.
Yep.
Alright, so that'll be both of them killed. And at the end, I'll be getting 3 points over here. I obviously made you go first because no matter what, there's 2 more turns. And at the very minimum, I'm going to get 2 points, putting me at 6 to 5, and you can't get anything.
Which is, as we were discussing earlier, the only way I could have possibly won with how the board was set up here, resulted, I won't say set up, was resulted, is if at any point you failed either of those 2 charges. That would have had at least 1 person on the board who
to get more
could potentially have grabbed just a single point. Was all I needed to stay in the game. But that's it.
Well, awkward left-hand handshake. We'll go with one of those. So a couple things in this game. You also needed the rolls to go in your favor for the turn order at the end there.
I never got a single one of those shield spells off. I'm not sure how much damage it would have actually soaked up, but we'll never know.
Well, assuming it was 1/6 of everything, probably a lot. probably a reasonable amount. Me winning that initial roll off at the end there to give myself 3 points made it like a guaranteed Nighthaunt victory. Assuming I got at least one of those charges off.
I mean, that's a good point actually. If I'd elected you to go first where that mage was sat,
exactly.
You'd have had to have 1 person sprinting up there.
Yeah.
To try and get that objective.
The one thing I thought with this game, I made a pretty tough Nighthaunt list, but it was because I was mostly afraid of the Order Draconis list.
Do you want the dice to come back now?
Oh yeah, I'll take the dice back. It was a beast in the back of the day, and it would win every game. It'd be like, turn 1, I charge everything in your lines. I Quicksilver Potion, I attack with both my Dragonlords, and then I have a 4-up rerolling 1 saving throw on my other guys, and my Dragonlords reroll, or 4s rerolling all saving throws. And you got to reroll all saving throws back in the day because I don't think people really knew about the whole modifier thing yet. Because back then it wasn't that widely known, so it would be like, even if you had Rend 1, you're still rerolling all your saving throws and all that stuff. And then kind of people figured out the modifiers and stuff like that. There's just a bunch of things that that list just walked over everything. Other than like the infinite summoning and demon and undead list. Those are just really obnoxious before they had points. And the dice rolling was something to consider as well. Now, it was a potential victory even though you got hit pretty bad, it was still a good potential victory for Order Draconis. Assuming the turn orders went for you.
Well, another thing that we noticed as we were going through, and something that I, using this list, sort of rely on, for the units of knights that got pulled off the board earlier, because they have a really easy way of ignoring the entire morale and battle shock phase of this game, if one of those models with 1 wound remaining had survived...
Even anything,
anything really, they'd have been enough to lock down...
big blocks of guys.
And in fact, as far as I am aware, that coach and one other unit you had were the only guys who could retreat and charge in the same turn.
It's only that thing.
So that's what I'm saying. So like I'm trying to say here, it's just having 1 person being irritating at the back doing nothing would be enough to lock down your mobility, and that's the slightly larger scale tactical strength of this sort of army.
Yeah, so I remember that's what I said early on too, because like when you moved everything up and charged me, and then I said, you know what, if I don't kill these things off completely, you're going to tie me up in the back and you're just going to be scoring the objective every turn. I was able to get lucky enough to really hit you hard back though, and take very little damage in return. So,
yeah, I mean, another thing that makes this a really hard counter to an army like this is everything you've got can fly.
Yes.
So that whole scheme I was just talking about here of having 1 person being annoying to lock you down
I could fly over you.
Less powerful because you can just burp, burp.
Now I could do that with my heroes and my Morgul. I think the way my spirit hosts are set up, their unit size is a little too big and unwieldy to pull something like that off.
Yeah,
I'd have to roll.
You have to retreat and run.
Yeah, and I'd have to roll pretty high on the run. So I'd have to roll like a 12-inch run to be able to clear the backline spirit host over your dragon blades and all that good stuff. And then even at that point, assuming I don't get the double turn, you just charge them again. But at least, and then my guys would be disorganized. Now I built this list. I've built lists like this in the past, and the whole idea is to lose nothing, or not lose nothing, but really mitigate the amount of damage I take and deal just a little bit of damage back. Again, winning through attrition, but I dealt way more damage than I had any right of doing.
And I dealt less damage than I thought. Well, no, that's not true. I survived less than I thought I'd be able to.
I fully expected you to survive a lot. Now the armor saves, like you failed a lot of those, but the amount of mortal wounds I was able to throw out were way over the top.
I'm sure you have a clip of it somewhere. I'm not.
8 mortal wounds.
8 mortal wounds.
It was
just
8 mortal wounds
against the guy who's only taken 6. And yep, that's enough.
Yep,
that's exactly
that was literally because I'm like, all right, I got like 18 attacks. No, it was 5 guys attacking, so it was actually 30 attacks,
30
but
attacks,
8 mortal wounds.
It was enough.
Which is still the average is only 5 there.
Disappointing child in the back here decided not to throw out his shield that I desperately would have liked.
Yeah, not once, not one shield.
Not once, and 3 turns of play.
Yep, exactly.
Well, we tried to. So I just ended up doing a mixture of having some fun with this and making do with what I had. And this time it was barely not enough.
It's fair. Well, guys, that is it for this video. We're both going to tidy up, and I think we're humming and hawing about a second game. I'm going to change up my list, though. So no great details on what that's going to be. If you stick around long enough, you may find out. But as always, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave some comments down below if we got any errors in the rules here. Again, not on purpose. It's just you get lost in the game sometimes. So
as it should be, sort of.
It's like neither of us caught them, right? So leave comments down below. Give me some insight. Maybe what do you think about the Nighthaunt? Do you ever want to see something like that again? I often love lists like this where I can control how much damage, or I can at least try my best to control how much damage I take. And if you guys want to see maybe more aggressive Nighthaunt lists, I got more stuff coming in, so I'll definitely try that. Expect that in the future. Or if you're just tired of death. Let me know. Maybe I won't play death anymore. I know there's not a lot of death on the channel yet. It's mostly just me playing Nighthaunt like once every 5 games. Something like that. Anyways, guys, I've taken up enough of your day. I'll talk to you all later. I'll see you all later. And as always, happy wargaming.